Rules and procedures will follow for tonight's meeting.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's meeting of the Town of Babylon Zoning Board of Appeals. The following is the procedure that will be followed tonight. The matters will be called in the order they appear on the calendar, with adjourned matters being called at the end of the regularly scheduled matters. Matters cannot be heard prior to their published scheduled time. When your matter is called, please submit the affidavit of posting to the secretary and proceed to the podium and give your name and address. The chairperson will then swear you in and read into the record information we have from your application, comments from various town departments, and any correspondence received on your application. The chairperson will then ask you to make whatever presentation you wish to make to the board. After you have made your presentation, the board will ask whatever questions the board deems appropriate, and then we will ask for comments from the public. If you wish to speak for or against an application, we ask that you wait until you're acknowledged. Come forward, give us your name and address, tell us where your property is in relation to the property that's in question tonight, and then please direct your comments to the board, not the applicant or the applicant's representative. We have to keep a record, and we cannot do that if there are people talking over each other or cross conversations. If someone has spoken for or against an application, and they have said exactly the same thing that you wish to say, it will have the same force and effect in the record if you give your name and address, are sworn in, and say that you join in those comments. If you have anything additional to say, please don't hesitate to do so, but keep in mind that you will be given only one opportunity to speak. After the public has spoken, the board may ask the applicant to come back to answer any questions that may have come up as a result of the public comments, or for the applicant to summarize. When the applicant comes back to answer any additional questions, if that happens, that does not start a second round of public comments. Once the matter has been heard, various things may occur. The board may decide the application immediately. It may reserve decision. If the board reserves decision, that does not mean the matter is approved or denied. It just means that the board needs more time to decide, may want to go out and look at the site again, or might want to review the documents and testimony further before making a decision. In either event, the applicant will receive the board's decision in writing shortly after the board makes its decision. If the application is approved, that does not mean that you can then go ahead and start construction, or whatever it is that you requested from the board. You will have to wait for the building permit to be obtained from the building department before your go-ahead. On some occasions, the matter may be continued for another night. If it is continued, in most cases it will be for the submission of documents, a new survey, new plans, or something of that nature. If that's the case, no one needs to come back on the new date. The documents will be submitted and no further testimony will be taken. On rare occasions, a matter may be continued for future testimony. If that's the case, then people would have to come back to testify. If matters are adjourned at an open meeting on the scheduled date of hearing, no further notice need be given unless specifically required by the board on the date the adjournment is granted. 3 rules that may affect your ability to proceed tonight. 1. If the sign was not posted for 10 days, we cannot hold the hearing tonight. 2. If you commence this proceeding while you own the property, but no longer own the property, and you are here now to continue with the application, you will need either the written consent of the new owner or the new owner to be present for the hearing. This situation could come about if you sold your house or building, money was held in escrow at closing for a certificate of occupancy or permit, and you're here tonight to clear that up. Lastly, if your application is a commercial application, and it's other than a renewal, and there is more than one tenant in the building, then you need your landlord to be here. Is there any applicant that has any difficulty with those situations and would need an adjournment tonight?
Is there anyone here that would need an adjournment this evening? For the record thereon, please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First application, application 24-090, Nolan Genwright and Denny Giller. Name and address for the record, please.
It's Michael Arado, 245 Route 109, Suite D, West Babylon, New York, representing the homeowners.
You affirm to tell the truth.
I do.
For the record, I have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 21, 2024. Possible that we need a dewatering permit. We'll look into that. We have a survey by Andrew M. Gargas, dated July 26, 2019. And I believe an updated survey by Aerial Land Surveying, also dated March 19, 2024, and a tax map as an area map. And
Mr. Chairman, we have 8 photographs in the site plan by James Bukowski, but I don't have a date.
okay. What would you like to tell us about this application?
All right, so the owner is proposing to install a swimming pool with paver patios around it. When I took the application on, I visited the property and I noticed he had the other structures, so rather than come in front of the board and try to do the pool with the patio, I told him, he had other structures in the backyard, that's why he got an updated survey. And these other structures that came up in the description as being illegal structures because they were never permitted, that's why that had came up. So the structure that I think was the biggest issue at first was the shed, since it doesn't conform and it's right on the property line. I talked to the owner. He is willing to remove that.
Is he willing to remove it or just relocate it?
Remove it.
Totally remove it?
Yeah, he doesn't really have another spot in the yard that it's going to fit when the pool's in there. So rather than put it back there, he is willing to just remove it, which would take our total lot coverage down by 1.15%, which would be, right now the total, I know you guys have it at like 24 and change, the total is around 27.99 coverage with the additional paver patios that are there currently that you see on the survey, and including the proposed pool and the pavers that are going to be around the pool. If the board isn't comfortable granting that at 26.835, he's willing to remove 50% of the paver patio around the pool, which would deduct another 3.095% of paver of lot coverage, which would bring total lot coverage down to 23.74%.
Do we need him to resubmit?
24.03% would have to be re-advertised. Okay, so, but if they're willing to remove the pavers, it'll go down to 23.74, so we would be good with the advertisement that we have, yeah.
All right, so you're willing to remove the pavers
And-
and the shed?
Yeah, half of those pavers, so the way the pool is, there's a paver around the proposed around, he'd be willing to remove half of them. I'm not sure if he's going to go half this way or just half along the side, but he said that he'll come up with some sort of design where,
Okay, so you could submit a new design for us?
yeah,
Okay, great.
I have something put together like right now, but I want to confirm with him exactly like how he wants to do it. But we did speak that, most likely the board's going to want to remove more than just a shed.
Okay, great. If you could resubmit that site plan for us, and we'll reserve decision tonight. We'll close, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's right. So the pavers, I don't know exactly where, are they along the fence, along the property line?
Yeah, I can show you. I have the site plan if you want to look at it that I updated.
I'm just gonna say, you say you're taking 50%, that's fine, that's great.
Okay.
But let's take 2 feet off of each fence line.
So the pavers right now where they sit around the pool are 7 feet away from the property line.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're good that way, all right. I don't have that in front, I don't have the pavers, the picture of the pavers in front of me. But nothing's that close to the,
No, so the pavers are 7 feet away from the property line. The pool is 11 feet, and then 20 feet from the rear and 43 from the front.
fine, my apologies.
No problem.
The existing
Yeah, that's all in the backyard. That's right along the property over there, where the house follows kind of the house outline of the foundation. So you're looking at 11.5 from the side, and it veers into 12.8.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone else like to be heard on this application? For the record, they're on. I'm going to close the hearing and reserve decision. You'll get it in the mail.
Okay,
We're
thank
going to
you.
wait for that. site-
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the site plan. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'll
Thank you
drop it off
very
for you
much.
tomorrow. All right, thank you. Have a good night.
Next application, application 24-26, Frank and Shawnee Jack. Name and address for the record, please.
Frank Jack,
Shawnee Jack?
62 Jamaica Avenue, Wyandanch, 11798. Hello, everybody. All
You
right.
affirm to tell the truth.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. For the record, we have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. An approval, application 21-071, an approval for an in-ground pool dated June 17th, 2021. Department of Environmental Control memorandum stating that this application will have no result in significant environmental impact. We have a survey by Michael J. Scalise dated 5/6/2019. Tax map as an area map. And
Chairman, we have 17 photographs on the site plan by Ken Design Group dated July 27th, 2023.
what would you like to tell us about this application?
No, all the new plot plans with the revised, what we're gonna do with the fire pit, we're gonna bring it off of the property line. And whatever the town proposed, we're gonna make the revisions.
Turn the hearing over to Ms.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I was gonna say that I see the property line and everything that's going on there. Is there a way that we can get the variance passed so we could keep it where it is?
The fire pit?
I mean, yeah. Is it the fire pit? Yeah. And the fence?
Did you get a copy of the planning memorandum? Did you read it?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's a lot of concerns here that need to be addressed.
I believe the fence is on the town's property, is it not? And the fire.
Right, the fire pit, we're gonna move it off of the,
Fire pit needs to be moved and off the, within the property line.
right.
Okay.
All right, the pavers. And the fence. I drove by there, I'm just wondering, there's, on the south side of their property, there's these big giant 30-foot poles with halyards and rope and,
That's a sunshade. I
That is
block the
what?
sun. I block the sun when we're in the backyard.
just to block the sun?
Yeah, and then I take
You're
it down
blocking
right
everything.
after.
I mean, that's just as high as the second story of your home.
It's just a sunshade, Your Honor.
Just for a sunshade.
Yes.
But it's only up when we use in the backyard.
Yeah. It's not something that's permanent.
Yeah, it's down most of the time.
Yeah,
It's just a string. It's like a blind.
It's a canvas, what?
You know how you just pull the
Yeah, like a
it's
lasso.
like a pulley, like a lasso, and then when you're done, you just reel it back down.
Okay, and it's,
It's windy, the house is gonna be a sailboat.
No, it's not gonna be a sailboat.
Let me ask you, there are summonses that you're involved with the property. What's that all about? Can you tell us?
Yeah, we have our lawyer dealing with that right now. It's basically a neighbor who is disgruntled and just making unnecessary allegations.
maybe
so
about the giant sails on the back of the property.
that too, yes.
And when did you build the garage? When did we do that extension? You didn't,
2022?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you didn't get a permit?
No, that's why we're trying to get all the permits and
Permits
everything now.
everything in order and make sure everything goes right.
When did you guys purchase the property?
2021.
2021?
19.
And then you did all these improvements after you purchased the property?
Yes.
Oh,
With
yeah, I see that
the pool was built in 2022, was finished in 2022,
Yeah.
and garage at the same time.
What was the purpose of the garage? What did you-
Because we have more than one cars, and
It's really
So there's nothing in the garages but spaces for cars?
it's more for like I got my DJ stuff in there because I'm a
Storage.
DJ. It's like storage.
So just for equipment and storage?
Yes,
And
nothing
the
else
other
is in
garage
there.
is just for a car?
mm-hmm.
It's not habitable space or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And there are two cars parked on a grass, I saw that today.
Yeah.
For what reason? They should be in.
I was working on it, so I decided to put it on that side for now. We're working on trying to get insurance right now to get the gray car on the road.
So yeah, for the
So you
kids.
can't park these cars on the,
I understand that now, and I will move it as soon as I get home and put it on the side where it needs to be.
You guys host parties and charge a fee?
No.
I wasn't on. Were you able to hear me, actually?
Yeah, I heard you.
so this whole backyard is for personal use only?
Yeah.
Personal use only, yeah.
All right, in the pictures I see in the gazebo, it looks like you got a commercial refrigerator, a sink, all kinds of,
We have a fridge.
All
yes.
that stuff is removable. It's not stationary.
Yeah, but we have a fridge and we have a small sink. We just put in the sink this year.
Because we don't want everybody
where-
in and out the
All right,
house.
what about the plumbing? Is there plumbing to this sink?
For the sink,
Where does the
Where's
wastewater
the
go?
water, where's it come and go from? How's it supplied and where does it go?
It goes, it's
In
only
a sump
water.
pump?
It just goes down. in a
Yeah.
sump pump.
We had a permit for all of this?
well, we pulled the plumb and everything, but first the building, what happened is we were trying to do everything, but when we couldn't get the building to sign off, the building permit itself expired.
Right.
So when that expired, then nothing else could have been done. So we have to get back the building permit so the plumber could come and get his permits finished, because he said he can't do anything without the building permits. So that's why
What's the name of that company?
I can't
Benjamin
remember.
Frank?
Yeah. So he's waiting for the building permit so he could pull his permit to do the finishing of the work. That's what it
Where
is.
does, and he's gonna put a dry well or connect to sewers or to?
A dry well. It's a dry well.
It's a driver.
Okay, so before we get to the dry well, this structure or gazebo or whatever.
And that is a removable structure also. It's not
It's not
bolted
stationary.
down or
It could
anything.
move forward,
It could move.
backward,
All
left,
right,
right.
well, everything there is right up against the fence, which is, I am assuming is the property line.
Our property line, yes.
So you need to be, everything needs to be a minimum of 2 feet off the property line.
Yeah, we can move it.
It's not a problem.
The gazebo, meaning the patio? Oh, the gazebo?
No, the gazebo is
Yeah, yeah. We can move it.
6 feet
It'll be
away.
6
Yeah.
feet.
In the pool.
Yeah.
The pool has a variance already, yeah.
So would you agree, should we approve this somehow? To take the pavers off 2 feet off the property line
On the 27th side?
7th Street.
on
yeah.
all sides? Wherever the fence is, wherever your property line is, the first 2 feet needs to be perfect. It needs to be something that rain can run off on, snow can melt on.
Right.
You understand?
Oh,
Can't have pavers right up to your neighbor's property, because then it runs off onto his property.
right.
Variance number 5, diminish. For the gazebo, if we remove it 6 feet, we could eliminate variance number 5.
No. No, it's not tied down. It's just a structure. You know those stuff you buy and, yeah, it can move.
How do we, another thing, where's the electric for this refrigerator?
It's just like an extension.
Just an extension cord for the refrigerator and everything?
Is there extension?
No, he ran a line.
No, we have, no, we have electrical.
We have electrical out there.
Is there a permit for that? Has that been permitted?
Yes, the electrical was, yeah.
GFI?
Yes.
Yeah, because when we had to get the permit for the pool, to put in the hot water, here's a heated pool.
Where is the equipment for the pool located?
Everything
It's
is
right
on the
there.
side where that fence is that's close to the house.
Yeah,
That's
so
everything
it's
there.
just
That
like
where
a,
the electric for the refrigerator is running from?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was passed and everything, was signed off. The electrical was signed off.
A lot of activity, a lot
Going in the
of
right
things
direction.
going on. What about the basement?
Oh, yes, the
Yes,
basement. What's going on down there?
So it was unfinished basement, and when we got it, so we
Decided that we wanted to
have like a,
make it look good for the kids.
yeah, like a
and
playroom,
it's a
game
little
room.
playroom, game room
Like
area.
a 3-bedroom ranch down there.
No,
No.
Oh, you
it's
got-
just a one, it's a room and then an
It's
open
a room
space.
and then open space.
And there was a kitchen down there at one time?
No.
Kitchen
Not
still
with
there?
us, maybe some other,
So the kitchen has been removed.
yes.
It's
There is not a kitchen, it
it's
was
not
never a kitchen.
Because when the guy came and inspect, I asked him if I could put a sink down here. He said, yes, I can. I
It's
can't
just like a
remember
little
his name.
bar area,
It's
you
like
know?
a little bar area.
Not a
down there.
kitchen.
It's not a kitchen.
And the
It
plumbing?
doesn't have any stove or anything like that, so.
Right.
It has a sink,
a small
yes.
sink.
It's like, you know, like a bar? Mm-hmm. Well, it has a fridge,
It has a fridge in the basement, yes.
yes. No
No
stove,
stove.
And there's a
no
three-
microwave.
And a 3-piece bathroom downstairs.
It's a bathroom with a shower
Bathroom, shower, and sink.
and sink. Well, the plumber was trying to get the permits. He's doing all that part. He said he can't do anything without a building permit. So that's the thing.
When was that constructed? When was the bathroom and the basement finished?
Last year,
Excuse me?
2023.
2023?
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a specific date.
Yeah, sometime.
So your submitted plans show a counter and sink to be removed in the basement and a refrigerator to be removed on the plan. So all of that is to be removed,
The fridge also?
what it says on your plans.
Yeah. Yeah, we will remove the sink and the counter, and I guess the fridge.
And one of the variances is for an egress window for a room.
Yeah, because
But
one,
the egress was supposed to be put in when they first built the house,
but they never put
but
it
they
in.
never put it in.
Well, you have a basement entrance also. You have access from the main living area to the basement?
Yes,
So you have an outside basement entrance and a entrance from the main living area to the basement.
yes.
Egress window also.
There is a window there, just not very
It's not
big.
an egress.
It's not
They
egress.
should have put it in.
They were supposed to put it
I
in.
did call the builder and ask him why is it that he didn't put it in
But
the
he
first
didn't.
place.
Yeah, when we
it
bought the
was supposed to
house.
be already there.
There, but they never put it in.
And there's also no CO for the pool?
That's the whole thing. When we got the variance, and the company who did the pool, they were supposed to, we didn't know we supposed to sign it off. We thought they did everything.
Pretty much what you're hearing from us right now is we're learning. We
Yeah,
didn't
so
know. I'm gonna be real with
The
you.
company was supposed to do everything. They got the variance for the pool,
I thought they did that.
and we didn't know. So that's all.
And when we
There's
did
an
re-
old adage, you know, that you'd rather beg for forgiveness than ask for permission, but this is a little bit, you're in every direction here. You've got stuff going on all over the place. It kind of looks like a bed and breakfast or a Airbnb or something.
No.
Nah.
And none of it's legal to even for a one-family dwelling.
I mean, we have a lot of kids, so the kids, the pool is for them.
And flags, 30-foot curtains, and,
I mean, our neighbors is Muslim, and we don't want
I
them,
don't
you
mean
know,
to
to.
embarrass you, there's a
No,
lot.
No, I'm just
it's
letting
There's
you
an
know.
awful lot here.
I mean, we could definitely ask for the forgiveness part. I mean, easy when you know how, but we just walked into something and we just came together with plans and we just did it.
Yeah.
You know,
Honestly, for the
it-
pool, we thought they signed it off. We didn't know anything about that. So
I'm from Brooklyn. I came out here to get a better
yeah,
life.
we
and
paid the company. They
I'm
said they did
just-
it, and they didn't do it. So
Well,
That's a fire escape. Like if
no,
something was supposed
the
to.
room.
what's the room for?
It's just a
that's
spare.
that's
Yeah, just a
spare
room.
for company. That's it. When I got a big family.
The
It has storage stuff downstairs
storage.
as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Will you be willing to take the wall down in the basement and make it a completely open area?
But then if you take down the wall, like
If you remove that one dividing
One
wall
wall.
and make it a complete open area, it won't be susceptible to an illegal apartment. That's what we're
I
looking at.
understand what you're saying, but you know,
Is there a way that we could go around it?
yeah, could we
I
not
mean,
take
I'm
down the wall?
asking honestly.
What do we have to do to?
I think there's a lot of issues that need to be addressed here.
If we get the egress window, will that, fix the problem?
No, you're in front of this board because the egress window encroaches the side yard.
It,
So that's why they're reviewing the finished basement and this egress window.
okay.
I think we need to regroup and give us another set.
Right, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. So we're moving the fire pit in,
Yes,
and the fence, and the pavers.
right.
We're doing all that, so those three. The gazebo, 6 feet in. The fridge and the cabinets in the basement, we're removing.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's the sink with just.
It's just like
just a
we'll
little-
move it.
Bar,
It's just
It's
a bar,
the
yeah.
bar there. The sink is on the side,
That's it.
and then
No
the
cabinets.
piece. There's no
Willing to remove that wall down the basement and make it an open area.
which wall?
Which, but it's just like literally like one wall. It's not like, it's like,
Which wall?
I guess it's only one wall. By the bedroom. Is it?
We gotta think about that.
when you walk into your home, there's a room, empty room to the right. What is it?
Yeah, I saw they put that. I don't know what are they talking about. That's how we bought the house, with the room. It's a living room or,
Just a living room?
yeah,
Yeah. That's it.
another living room. It's like a
That's
TV room.
It's a TV room and there's a
living
movie
when you
room.
walk in. That's
When-
how we bought the
That's how
house.
the house came.
So I don't know why what's the,
Then there's the.
So how many rooms on the first floor?
okay,
Two.
so,
Bedrooms, 2?
No, it's no bedrooms.
No bedrooms?
No
It's
bedrooms.
just open
Upstairs?
space. It's upstairs.
bedrooms is upstairs.
Upstairs is 4 bedrooms, then there's the attic above that, of course. 2 bathrooms on the second floor, 1 bathroom on the first floor. Laundry room, kitchen, open field space where the dining room table is, and then the 2 rooms, hallway, stairs, and then the other room.
Okay, so that's fine. Okay.
All right, we're gonna,
The plumbing. Have you filed for permits for all of this stuff? Is this in the,
I told you, the plumber, he said he couldn't file the permits because we didn't have the building permit. That's why
Has that
we're
been
trying to get a
filed?
variance. Huh?
have we started the process?
He started, but he can't get anything until
Okay.
he get a building permit. So that's why everything's just on a halt.
Delay.
we gotta hold this open, right? We don't know how to,
Yeah, so if the main concern is the fridge, what do we feel about the sink?
Plumbing.
In the basement. Yeah, so we already said we're gonna move the cabinets in the basement. We will remove the fridge. Yeah, we'll remove it
The fridge is downstairs
for the kids.
food,
but-
though. Guys, the fridge that's downstairs in the basement is
summons
for
in
extra
district court,
food
is
for the
that being
kids.
resolved, or?
No,
what was-
this has to be resolved first. We have to get all the work done, all the permits and everything, and then that is gonna be resolved because it's connected. Sorry, say it again.
So on your plans, you know how you have the space between the wall where the utility room is? And then it goes to the bathroom? How much is that?
Oh, yeah, so that, where is
Just
the
that
basement?
wall, would you be willing to remove that?
Basement? Where's the basement? This is the basement? I don't know. So the one is removed. There's only one wall.
So the utility room.
You know where the shower ends?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a wall, part of that room, and then it goes to the utility room?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be open to removing just that wall?
That wall.
Just that wall?
That's
Then
the wall for the-
Then it opens up the whole area.
Yes, let's say yes. Let's just say yes. Yes, we'll remove it if you all want us to remove it, yes.
Then the board feels that it's not, you're not
I
gonna have
understand,
water
yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
That's what the concern is.
Yeah, we're not renting to anywhere. It's just only for our
It's
private
just for
use,
family and
family and
guests, and
friends,
that's it.
guests, and the kids to play downstairs. But if you guys feel that we should, but that's just like a privacy for somebody to sleep when people come, friends and family, they want to sleep over because they can't drive quite back to Brooklyn. But if we remove the wall, then they'll just be sleeping out in the open.
Downstairs is definitely a game room.
Yeah.
We need to address the open floor plan layout. We need to address the property lines and the pavers, the fire pit, like Shawneesh said, and the gazebo's got to be moved in. Electrical, plumbing.
I mean, the electrical, that is
passed.
signed, that
We
was
signed it.
signed off by you guys. That was passed.
passed.
We have a CO for that. For the pool electrical? Yeah,
Electrical?
yeah.
Okay.
So we need to get it more detailed on here and get either a new set of plans or something that's going to address all these concerns.
Do you have this, the new one that she, I don't know.
Kelly?
I don't know if you have this, that where she proposed to move everything. Miss Kelly?
Shows just penciled in. It's written in.
Yeah, you can keep it. I thought you guys had it.
Looking at the wrong one.
Request says 5 feet, according to 5.
We're not getting it.
Yeah, no, this is,
Just too much to cover in one night. It's got to be,
I'll come back again.
we're going to have to discuss this as a board, get back to you with a detailed list of how we want things changed. You're going to have to resubmit another survey or another plan with those changes,
Okay,
okay?
yeah.
So we're going to leave the record open and for further discussion by the board, okay? We'll reserve the decision. Right. Close the hearing, reserve decision, and we're going to keep the record open. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Put this one back. Really? Okay, we're going to hear these two applications together, I believe, application 3 and 4. Application 24-073A and application 24-073B for Carlos and Maria Garcia. Yes, sir. Name and address for the record,
Good evening.
please.
My residence is in 33 Stonehurst Lane in Dix Hills.
Name?
And the address is 435 Great Neck Road.
And your name?
Carlos Mario Garcia.
And you affirm to tell the truth? Okay. For the record, on application 24073A, we have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 25th, 2024. Some conditions on it. And application 24-073B. We have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. And Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 25th, 2024. These both applications will need a negative declaration. We also have surveys for number 3 and 4 by William R. Simmons. We have a survey for the existing and proposed driveway and proposed two-family. We have another survey by William R. J. Simmons, dated 4/26/2022, showing the existing home. And then we have an additional survey by William R. Simmons, dated 4/28/2022, showing both proposed homes, and a tax map as an area map.
Chairman, we have 7 photographs.
Okay. What would you like to tell us about this application?
For what I know the history of the house, at one time it was 2 lots, 2 separate lots, but the owner decided to marry them a long time ago. So I bought the property, and like a year ago, I own a restaurant in Farmingdale, absolutely Mario, off the record. I meet one guy, he's supposed to be an expediter. I said, I have a property on 435 Great Neck Road. Let's see if I can build a house there. He said, no problem, I go there. So I did everything for whatever he said with his plans, everything there. And he left the country, he left me hanging, and I pick up all the pieces and I start again, all the process.
So there's a foundation already for the second home?
No.
Okay.
Just the project. And I willing to, I don't want to build a mansion there. I just want to build something maybe for my sister or myself
All right, well, our
later on.
concern here is that the property for the second home is going to be undersized, too small to really actually build another home. Okay, it's under 6,000 square feet, and that's zoning for 6,000 square feet.
Yeah,
7,500.
yeah. So he.
Okay, and you're asking to go down to, where's number 4?
6,629, the other would be 4,939.
So that lot's going to be undersized and
Yeah, he
not
said the worst case scenario, Mario, you knock out the garage, that will do it. So I was in his hands. Whatever he said, I believe it. But, and according to engineering, I printed their construction guys, the house can be a smaller house.
So if he said you're going to knock down the garage and that's going to give you enough room to build it?
That's what
I don't believe so.
I believe he.
No.
But I'm willing to, suggestions by the board to build a smaller house there.
All right. The property is undersized to build another home, but I don't see where this could really work out. I have no further questions. The board have any other questions?
Do you live in the house, sir?
Yeah, do you live there?
No, no, no. I live in these hills.
So this home
Plans,
is,
this is gonna be a rental, or this is gonna be a rental property?
No,
or-
that's gonna be like my sister. That's the project to
Or what's
put
the
my
first house?
sister in
No, I
there.
mean the first house,
My sister is living in there.
and then the second one,
I want to put my sister in there and sell the previous
and then sell the
home.
previous one.
That's the project.
any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, they're on. We're going to close the hearing and reserve decision. We'll get a decision in the mail.
All right. Thank you very much.
Here you go. Next hearing, application 24-085, Bilad Oti Murliki, I think. Sorry for the mispronunciation of your name. Name and address for the record, please.
My name is Richard Brown, and 14 Spence Street, Bay Shore, New York.
You're firm to tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. For the record, we have a planning division memorandum, case number 24-085, dated June 20th, 2024. Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 21, 2024. This application will not result in any significant environmental impact. We are waiting for the fire marshal's report on this application. Suffolk County Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 27, 2024. This is a matter of a decision of local determination shall not be construed or either approval or denial. Matter of a local determination. We have a survey by Gregory Gallus dated 12/14/2022. And a tax map as an area map. And,
And we have 5 photographs.
okay,
And Mr. Chairman, for the record, there is a typo in the applicant's name. It should be spelled
okay. Do we have to prove that, or? No? Okay, good. Okay, what would you like to tell us about this application?
Okay, I'm a representative for Blue Rhino Propane. What we're looking to achieve here is we're going to put a couple of propane cages in the northwest corner of the gas station on a concrete foundation surrounded by fire code compliant bollards for the purpose of propane exchange. Like they have at, you go to Walmart or Lowe's, you bring your old tank, they give you one that's already full. You give them the empty back. The gentleman who owns this gas station is an existing customer of Blue Rhino. He's got a gas station up in Huntington, and he's just looking to get propane at this other gas station that he owns as well.
Okay. Upon inspection today, we noticed that there's a car for sale on the premises. And it's not a permitted used car lot or anything to that effect. So he cannot sell cars on the premises.
Okay.
So he has to remove that or make it legal, and I don't believe that's going to happen.
Okay.
And we are waiting for a fire marshal's report in order to move this application.
Right.
Excuse me? Yeah. The location of the cage for the propane, it's going to be where?
It's in the northwest corner of the gas station. If you look at that picture that you have up on it's like in front of where that truck is parked at the diesel
Okay.
pump.
Okay, so
And those diesel
approximately
pumps,
how far away from the gas pumps would that be?
40 feet.
40 feet?
Yep.
May I ask just the size of the cage?
The dimensions of the cages, and there's going to be 3 of them, are 48 inches wide by 28 inches deep, and I believe they're 54 inches high.
Okay, where you just reach in and,
Yep, just
like
open
the
it. There's a
barbecue ones, nothing bigger
Yes,
than those?
20-pound tanks, yes, 20-pound OPD propane cylinders. Just open the door, it's got a lock, you pull the full one out, put the empty back in.
So what, you get like 6 in each one or something? or-
There's 3 shelves, 6 tanks on each shelf, so 18 per cage, total of 54 tanks.
Okay.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, they're on. We're going to hold a decision until we get the fire marshal's report, and you'll get the decision in the mail.
Thank you.
Yeah. Application 24083, Miss Midge's Cudley Corner Incorporated.
Good evening. I have my owner's endorsement.
Name and address for the record.
Kelly Bennett, 1257 Udall Road, Bayshore, New York, 11706.
You affirm to tell the truth.
Yes, I do.
For the record, we have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 21st, 2024. This refuse encloses parking space. Is responsible. Just a note about the refuse enclosure.
Okay.
Take that up, and we're waiting for a fire marshal's report also on this. We have a Suffolk County Department of Environmental Development and Planning memorandum dated June 27, 2024. Decision of local determination should not be construed as either approval or disapproval. We have a tax map as an area map and a survey by, I can't even read this. What does it say? Thomas Bremen, dated 8/17/2021, and
Chairman, we have 4 photographs and a site plan by 10 Design Group dated September 19th, 2021.
We are missing the affidavit posting for this application.
Oh, she did, she told me she emailed it, but I do have a copy, Katie. I could leave it up here. Yeah, and I was at the site today, so I know the sign was 100% up. I thought she sent a photo, though, but I have it.
what would you like to tell us about this application?
So I'm here tonight on behalf of Miss Margaret Levy, who is the building owner and business owner of Miss Midgey's preschool. The property is located at 155 Farmingdale Road in West Babylon in Business Zone E. Miss Midgey's preschool, we're here tonight before the board for renewal of the special use to operate a preschool. She was previously granted by this board, and that was case number 20-154. So she was granted 3 years, so time flies and we're here for our renewal. She has finished full site plan, planning board approval rather. We've been working on that for years actually, and she's all finished. The site looks great. Basically, all the conditions have been reviewed. She is not operating whatsoever as a daycare. I guess a daycare is anything, I think it's after 3 hours, it's considered a daycare. So her schedule is structured as such that her covenant and commitment on not operating as a daycare remains in place. So I do actually have a schedule of hers that she gave me, which I thought was good for the board because it shows her class schedule as well as the prior traffic safety report, because she has 0 changes to her business operations. So she's in pretty good shape. Yeah, and just in closing, she really is a great example. You know, the property's very well kept. She's fully committed to all the improvements that the town has wanted. And, you know, of course, we would love to ask the board for a 5-year approval, being that she is so committed into this business with no changes. But again, that's just a request.
Thank you. Attorney Mr. Shepherd.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Why are you late?
Me?
No, her.
Her. Oh, I don't know. I was like, I did get here 5 minutes. I honestly don't know if she just had applied. I don't know. I didn't ask her when she put in the application, so I don't know what end that was on.
Okay, yeah, it is a nice place, it's very well run. I live a short distance from there, and I pass it all the time. Although I will say that some of the parents, even with the cones in the street, some of the parents do park on 109, which I don't get.
Kind of dangerous.
Yes, and I'll make sure I share that with her.
Let her know that we noticed. But we have to wait for a fire marshal,
Okay.
so we can't move on this. I have no further questions, Mr. Chairman.
Anyone on the board have any questions? Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none. So we're going to close the hearing and
Thank you.
reserve decision.
Thanks so much.
Waiting for the fire marshals. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I'll bring it right back up.
Open. The fire marshal. Okay. Application 24-086, Radius Investigations, Inc.
Good evening.
Good evening. Name and address for the record.
My name is Matthew Seif. I'm the owner of Guardian Security, located at 940 Grand Boulevard, Deer Park, New York, 11729.
Okay, and you affirm to tell the truth?
I do, sir. Thank you.
For the record, we have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. The Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 21st, 2024. Application will not result in significant environmental impact. We are waiting for a fire marshal's report on this application. We have a survey by Paul Bolton dated 3/19/2021. We also have a floor plan by Frank, I guess, Grelf, showing the office space and the divisions and everything for the floor plan of the offices, and an additional floor plan showing the building, the complete building floor plan. And that is dated 3/7/2022, and a tax map as an area map.
Mr. Chairman, there's 3 photographs.
Okay. What would you like to tell us about this application?
I'm here for renewal, sir. That's it.
All right, nothing's changed?
Nothing,
Same
sir.
operation, everything's the same?
No, nothing.
Okay.
So just to clarify for the board, at the last renewal, granted approval, I believe the applicant recently got his building permit, so the fire range is not fully constructed yet,
We
right?
haven't even begun yet. Not begun.
Okay. All right, I was unaware of that. Okay, so as soon as you get the building permit, then you could start construction.
Without the building permit.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, I have no further questions on this, other than we're waiting for the fire marshal's report.
There was, if I may, there was some questions that the board posed about the certificate of occupancy being construction. Planning staff would ask the applicant status of alterations. No alterations have been made. Further, planning department asked if there would be any changes to the floor plans. No changes to the floor plans or layout since the board's original approval from last year. And that the planning staff would also recommend an approval period of 2 years, subject to the previously imposed condition that the range be limited to members and students only, not open to the public. That is still correct.
I get
Sorry.
How long do you think it's gonna take for you guys to get up and running?
At this stage right now, it should take about 4 months once we're done negotiating. We're in the process of negotiating with the landlord to purchase the building as well.
Oh, nice.
Okay, good for you.
That's the final step. I'm just waiting on that.
Okay.
Any other questions from the board? Would anyone?
good?
Sorry, go ahead.
I said, things are good.
Yes, sir.
You had a room full of people the last time.
Yes,
Nobody
sir.
was great.
And I told them all to stay home this time.
Anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, they're on. Okay, we're gonna close the hearing, leave the record open for the fire marshal's report.
All right, the fire marshal, is that contingent on the closing down of, in other words, of building and finalizing the range itself?
No, you will, you may need that as well when you get closer to completion. This is their standard inspection they do with every renewal. I assume they should be coming by within the next week or so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not speaking for their schedule, so it depends whatever.
There's nothing for the fire marshal to inspect. We haven't begun construction yet.
Yeah, it will also be for like the retail sales part.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, we're still in compliance with that.
Their normal fire inspection.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Have a good night. Everybody enjoy your summer.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, application 24-092, Valentino's Auto Collision. Name and address for the record, please.
Kelly Bennett, 1257 Udall Road, Bayshore, New York, 11706.
Do you affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. We have a Planning Division memorandum dated June 20th, 2024. Department of Environmental Control memorandum dated June 25th, 2024. Waiting for a fire marshal's report on this also. We have survey by Maria Messamers, architect, dated 1/19/2024, showing the detail of the fire suppression system for the paint booth. We have a survey by Michael W. Minto, dated June 16th, 2023, and a tax map as an area map.
19 photographs and a site plan by RMM Design Studio dated January 4th, 2024.
Okay. What would you like to tell us about this application?
Good evening. So I'm here tonight on behalf of both the building and property owner who are here with us this evening. So we thank them for their time because we are here seeking our very first request for public garage. Also, I'm here on behalf of Mr. Wilfredo. He is the business owner of Valentino's Auto, property located at 337 Skidmore Road in Deer Park. Basically, we're here to make the request for operate as public garage with no outdoor storage or the request of any kind of site improvement. The space is not necessarily set up for outdoor storage. Our requirement is 6 parking spots. We are providing that. Wilfredo has about 4 to 5 employees max, and would be operating Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 p.m., only weekends if needed. We started with the planning department for initial meetings, and it was determined that we did need to seek zoning board's approval. With that being said, the fire marshal did want the spray booth filed separately. So the spray booth has already been applied for, so I do have just the date it was filed, the app number, and the specs for that. I know the fire marshal's been to the site quite a few times, correct? So I know you guys are waiting on the report, but other than that, the only, I guess, important thing to address here is in terms of reading over the planning comments. We do realize that there is a bathroom that's currently in the floor plan that's not ADA compliant. We would be making a separate application for any kind of interior alterations to comply with building. And then we do have a beautiful sign. We have a sign permit in. I'm going to put up one building sign.
Okay, so there is no building sign on there?
Yep, there's nothing on the building right now.
Went by there today, there was about 15 cars in the parking lot.
Okay.
So, in the evenings, those are all going in.
Everything's either going in or getting picked up, and Wilfredo can confirm that.
Where are the employees parking?
So the employees, they would be.
6 employees,
Yeah,
correct?
the parking is essentially for the employees, so anything that's getting worked on. Was there anything special today that there were so many cars? Nothing? Okay. The requirement for the parking is to meet the needs of the business. So during the day, they can only work on everything, obviously inside, or if there's less employees in the parking lot.
Okay, so 5 or 6 employees means 5 or 6 cars.
Yeah, we're required 6. Based on the office space, you know, the parking calculations provided by planning, we're required to have the 6 spots.
Are you guys operating already without a permit?
What's that?
Are they operating already without a permit?
They've been working in the building with the fire marshal, right? The sprinkler guy had to meet the fire marshal there for the spray booth, the proposed spray booth that's in.
So the cars that are unplated in the parking lot and appear to be working on, they're not working on those cars?
Is anybody working?
They're doing
right
any
now?
body work right now?
Nothing? Okay. He says no.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna be doing any towing or anything like that?
No, no towing, no tow license.
Just to double confirm the outdoor storage, so there won't be no outdoor storage for vehicles waiting for repair or any outdoor storage for equipment and parts?
No, no materials, no outdoor storage for parts, all the agreed upon conditions for no outdoor storage. So everything would have to be stored inside at night or picked up.
And also I know you had mentioned before about the ADA compliant bathrooms will also be all that kind of stuff.
We're gonna put in a separate, we were already aware of that, that they're not meeting that inside. We didn't wanna jump the gun, prior to having the actual approval for the special use in place.
If we were to approve this application, the applicant is agreeing to all the covenants and restrictions for public garage?
Absolutely all of them.
Okay,
Yes.
yes. Waiting for the fire marshal, right?
So all those vehicles in the front will be removed and we'll be complying with everything, correct?
Yes, and Wilfredo is here to verify.
Any other questions from the board?
Yes, they're right here. Did anybody need them, or they can?
Does he need to?
It's our first request.
As long as he's present, that's.
They're here.
You want to step up? Do you agree to this application, correct? Can you name and address for the record, please? Name and address for the record, please.
Gino Halulakos, 887 Court Road in Frankel Square, New York.
You affirm to tell the truth.
I do.
And do you agree to all the covenants and restrictions on the property for a public garage also?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Would anyone like to be heard on this application? For the record, there are none. Okay. I'm going to close the hearing. Reserve decision, you'll get the decision in the mail.
Okay, great, thank you all so
Record over
much.
for fire marshal.
Yes,
Right.
hopefully that'll be
Thank you.
soon. Thank you so much.
And a good summer.
Thank you for coming.
Yep.
You go ahead.
This concludes the live streaming portion of